Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here to give my Monaco Grand Prix race observations, and though it was a race that doesn't have too much to discuss on, I still have a couple of moments that I've picked out to discuss on this video. So without any further ado, let's get into my observations, and my first observation would be lap 1 chaos. Basically, whatever there is to talk about, the race literally happened at the start and at the very end, with lap 1 being the literal definition of chaos, with incident between Magnussen and Perez, the next incident being Piastri versus Carlos Sainz, the very next and the final incident being between the Alpine teammates of Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly, with all of it happening at different parts of the track at lap 1, and I feel like most of these incidents could be easily avoided. The Piastri and Sainz incident was pretty straightforward, and I feel like Sainz got really lucky to get the red flag that he got reinstated back in P3, or I feel like his race was basically over right when he made that move on Oscar Piastri, getting a puncture by hitting his underfloor. In Perez and Magnussen's situation, I feel like both the drivers could take a bit of blame, as I feel like both the drivers could have been a bit wise. Though I feel like Magnussen should take most of the blame for the incident. It was a closing gap, and honestly, he barely put his front wing alongside Sergio Perez's gearbox. The smartest thing to have done was to back off from that move because it was a closing gap. But Kevin Magnussen decided to stick it through and basically pit maneuvered Sergio Perez into the barrier, causing a massive collision. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised to see the FIA and the stewards deeming the situation to be completely fine and deeming it to be a lap 1 incident, considering the scale of the outcome. Ocon and Gasly's incident was a typical Esteban Ocon move. I mean, he doesn't give a damn about who he battles unless it's his teammate. That's when he decided to defend and attack like a lion. This time though, I feel like the move could have literally put both the drivers out of the race, especially with Alpine being in a really good position to score points with Gasly's side of the garage. I feel like Esteban Ocon should have thought about the bigger picture. Instead, his move was just selfish and he bare the consequence for it by DNFing from the race, and honestly, I feel like it was just a bit of karma. Thank goodness Gasly's car was fine for him to continue with the race, and Alpine themselves weren't too pleased with how Esteban Ocon executed that move. 4-group race. The race after the restart was just meek. I mean, there were no real overtakes. Track position was proven pivotal. With fresher tires towards the end, both Verstappen and Hamilton were not able to make any move on Russell. It was a race that was segmented into 4 groups, with the top 4 being the first group, the second group being Russell, Verstappen and Hamilton, third group being Tsunoda and Albon, and the fourth and final group being Gasly and everyone behind him. Honestly, the FIA needs to do something about it. If we are to continue racing at this track, we need to make the cars smaller and more nimble, and we have to bring in softer compound of tires to promote pit stops, because I feel like it's just ridiculous to see that George Russell, with 70 plus lap old medium compound of tires, was able to manage a healthy pace to hold off Verstappen on fresher tires. With the cars looking like a mammoth around the streets of Monaco, I feel like the only way we'll be able to see any overtakes being made would be through pit stops and strategy. So I feel like bringing harder compound of tires to the Monaco Grand Prix is just a counteractive strategy from Pirelli. Leclerc wins. Leclerc finally wins his home race at Monte Carlo. And what a win it was. It was a strong drive from him. He maintained solid pace from start to finish and executed a perfect race. And honestly, it was a well-deserving win, and it was a win that was in the making for a very long time. So I'm just happy to see him finally break the curse of not being able to win his home race. To be fair, I am a bit bummed out that Oscar Piastri was not able to win his first Grand Prix. It would have been a great way to get your first win at Monaco in a McLaren that is tributed for Ayrton Senna. I was low-key rooting for him, but yeah, honestly speaking, this was one of those races where you're just happy with whoever wins, and I'm really happy that it was Leclerc. And Oscar is super young, so I feel like his win is surely coming, and by seeing how things are going in 2024, it may even happen this year. And Oscar has been on it this season, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Oscar Piastri wins his first Grand Prix in 2024. And we are heading to Canada, a track that the team has a lot of fond memories of winning, so hopefully it can happen there, but Let's wait and watch. So yes guys, these are my thoughts and opinion, my race observations of the Monaco Grand Prix, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments on what were your thoughts of the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm curious to know. So leave it down in the comments. With that being said, subscribe to the Red Master channel if you haven't already, and also hit the bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Red Master, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.